In the following triangle, PQ is equal to 41.6 meters, PR is equal to 70 meters, and angle PQR is equal to 105 degrees. Grace and peace to you, and welcome back to my channel. This is Donald C. I'm the author of Hidden Mathematical Genius Within Revealed. Okay, so this question is on trigonometry. So we are told to find the angle QPR. Angle QPR. The angle here. Okay, so we can see that to find for this angle, we need to apply either a cosine rule or a sine rule, since this is a non-right-angled triangle. It's not a right-angled triangle, so we either use a cosine rule or sine rule. Okay, so how do you solve this angle? Okay, so we can apply a sine rule if we have the opposite side here, and we have another side and the opposite angle. Now here, this angle, we don't have the opposite side there, so it's not possible to use a sine rule if we are to find the angle here. Okay, how about if we find the angle this side? So the angle this side, we can see that it has an opposite side there, which is 41.6 meters, and there is also the side this side, which has an opposite angle. So what we can do, we can try to find angle QRP using a sine rule. So if we have this angle and that angle, then that angle is not difficult to calculate, because we know that sum of angles in a triangle, they add up to 180. So you just add the 105 and angle QRP, then you subtract from 180. Okay, so let us use a sine rule to solve for angle QRP. So we say sine of angle QRP over, so the opposite side for angle QRP is 41.6. So sine of angle QRP over 41.6 is equal to sine of, so we have this angle and its opposite side, so sine of 105 degrees over 70. Okay, so we are trying to solve for angle QRP. So what you do, we can try to cross multiply. So this 41.6 will multiply the sine 105 degrees. So we are going to have sine of angle QRP is equal to, so 41 will cross multiply that side. So we are going to have 41.6 times sine 105 degrees over, there is 70 there, so over 70. Okay, so we'll say sine of angle QRP is equal to, so we'll say, we can do it direct there on a calculator. So we'll say 41.6 times sine 105, so equals, so answer divide by 70. Okay, so you get 0.57403591.9. Okay, so now we are not solving for sine angle QRP, but want to solve for angle QRP. So we need to get rid of sine there. So to get rid of sine, we introduce inverse. So if we have sine inverse this side, sine inverse and sine will cancel out. So we are going to have angle QRP is equal to sine inverse of 0.57403591 Okay, so angle QRP is equal to, so we'll say sine inverse shift. So we have sine inverse answer equals, so that is 35.03214498. Okay, so if the degree of accuracy is not specified and the angle is in degrees, you round off to 1 decimal place. So this one in 1 decimal place, angle QRP is equal to, so 1 decimal place will stop at 0. Then look at the next number. The next number is 5 is less than 5, so you don't add anything. So you remain with 35.0 degrees. So that is the size for angle QRP. QRP is equal to 35 degrees. Now we are solving for angle QPR, and we know that angle QPR plus this angle QRP, which is 35, plus the angle there, which is 105. So plus 105. We know that angles in a triangle, they add up to 180. So we'll say this is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so we have angle QPR plus, so what is 35 plus 105? Yes, you get 140. So we have 140 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so angle QPR is equal to 180 degrees. The plus 140 degrees, this side it will be minus 140 degrees. So minus 140 degrees. So angle QPR is equal to, what is 180 minus 140? Yes, you get 40 degrees. So that is the answer for angle QPR. It is 40 degrees. We go to the second question. Calculate the area of a triangle PQR. Okay, always remember that area of a triangle is equal to half AB sine C. Half AB sine C. So we have the product of two sides and the sine of the angle in between of those two sides. Okay, so here we have these two sides, 41.6 and 70. The angle in between these two sides is the angle QP, which is 40 degrees. So we are going to use these two sides, and the angle should be 40 degrees. So you say area is equal to half multiplied by 41.6 multiplied by 70, then multiplied by sine 40 degrees. So area is equal to, so we have, that is half, that is 0.5. So you say 0.5 multiplied by 41.6 multiplied by 70 multiplied by sine 40 degrees equals, okay, so that is 0.5 multiplied by 41.6 multiplied by 70 multiplied by sine 40 degrees. multiplied by sine 40 degrees. So you get 935.8 98759 Okay, so if the degree of accuracy is not specified and the number is not exact, you round off to 3 significant figures. So 3 significant figures according to this number will end at 5. Then you look at the next number. If the next number is 5 and above, you add the 1. So you can see the next number there is 8, which is 5 and above. So you add a 1 to 5. So we are going to have area is equal to 936, that is meter squared. So that is our area. Okay, then the last question, calculate the shortest distance from Q to PR. Shortest distance from Q to PR. So it's from this Q to PR. So what you should always remember is that shortest distance is supposed to be perpendicular. So this line should be perpendicular, supposed to be height. Okay, so since we know the area of the triangle, we can use the formula for area of a right angled triangle where we have height. So we have height and PR will be our base. In short, we need to make H the subject of the formula. So when we make H the subject of the formula, we know that H will be, that is height, shortest distance will be 2A, that is 2 multiplied by area divided by base. So here we can see that our base will be PR. Then area we have 936 square meters. So therefore, shortest distance for height is equal to 2 times area. We have 935.8987 over base, that is PR, that is 70. So divide by 70. So you have height, that is shortest distance, is equal to, so 2, we'll say 2 multiplied by answer, then divide by 70. So you get, that is 26.7399645 So again here the number is not exact, so we need to round it off to 3 significant figures. So 3 significant figures in this number will end at 7. Okay, and the next number there is less than 5. So you have height is equal to 26.7 meters. So the shortest distance from Q to PR is 26.7 meters. So this is how you perform calculations to do with trigonometry, particularly sine rule. Thank you so much for your time.